A strong storm system will bring heavy rain and wind to much of the East Coast from Sunday into Monday, but who will be the most affected and when will the storm hit? Let's break it down. Hey guys, I'm John with the New York Metro Weather. Today is Friday, December 15th, and you are looking at a simulation for Sunday night with a big storm system along the East Coast and rain impacting much of the Mid-Atlantic and New England up into the New York City metro area. All the models now agree that this storm will occur, but how do we get there? And what is causing the storm to form in the first place? So let's go back and check out what we call vorticity in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. So this is just a fancy term for spin, and it helps us to see where the disturbances are. So looking at this evolution, on Sunday morning, we have two clear disturbances, one coming through the Midwest and another one down here across the Gulf Coast. And these two are going to combine. We call it phase, and they'll do that over the East Coast. And when that happens, we get the development of a strong low-pressure system at the surface. So these two disturbances are phasing, and they will lead to a strong storm developing along the East Coast. Now, the one thing that this storm has that a couple of our other storms have not had recently is really impressive moisture. This moisture is feeding in from the Caribbean up into the East Coast, and look at these precipitable water values. That's just a fancy way of saying how much moisture there is in the atmosphere. But this is highly anomalous, well above normal for this time of year. Values 4, 5 sigma above normal for what we would typically experience here in December, about 400% of the usual moisture as the system wraps up. So there's plenty of lift, there's plenty of moisture, plenty of dynamics with this storm. And that leads to these model solutions. This is valid Sunday afternoon, about 4 o'clock p.m. And this system is heading northward up the East Coast. So rain spreading through the Mid-Atlantic at about 10 p.m. on Sunday. And then we can continue tracking that moisture northward. This is valid at 4 a.m. Monday. That's when we're looking at the heaviest rain in the Mid-Atlantic and in New England. Again, the system, the low pressure wrapping up into the Mid-Atlantic states. And so a lot of the Mid-Atlantic and New England from Sunday night into Monday are going to be dealing with heavy rainfall as the system tracks northward. Flooding will be a distinct possibility with this storm. Again, there's a lot of moisture, there's a lot of dynamics in the atmosphere. Sunday, late afternoon into Monday morning, not going to be pretty in the Northeast. In addition to the potential for heavy rain, we will also look at the potential for strong winds. Look at these onshore winds wrapping up as we move into Sunday evening. This is valid at 10 p.m. from the Carolinas up into the Mid-Atlantic. Those onshore winds, 30, 40 miles an hour. And then as we move into Monday morning, this is valid at 4 a.m. Those are pushing right into New Jersey, parts of New York Harbor. As we move into the early morning hours of Monday, very strong southeasterly winds at that time. So in addition to the threat for that heavy rain and flooding, we also have strong winds pushing on shore. Obviously, just a very unsettled day from Sunday evening into Monday, expecting some travel impacts too. Anytime you have winds like this and heavy rain, especially air travel, you can deal with some issues. Looking at the European, here's a total precipitation forecast Sunday into Monday. The model suggesting 2 to 3 inches of rain in the heaviest spots, but I'd like to argue the potential definitely exists for even higher values as this system evolves in any heavier thunderstorms or focused areas of heavier rain. There is a secondary disturbance, though, behind it, right? We look at this. This is Tuesday, so our initial storm moves out, and here comes our secondary disturbance on Tuesday. Let's go back to our vorticity chart, and lo and behold, our initial storm swings up, and here comes another disturbance dropping through the Great Lakes, and it comes right underneath our initial storm. This disturbance has some more cold air with it, so we want to keep an eye on this because it's possible that at some point this disturbance could produce some snow showers across New England. Not as much moisture left once this disturbance comes in, but maybe some snow showers, especially across the interior as this system wraps up. Again, just to go back through the timing, it's Sunday late afternoon into the evening hours, heavy rain spreading northward, localized flooding, travel impacts likely with those strong winds as they push in. Then the storm shifts north and we'll watch this secondary disturbance for maybe some snow showers on Tuesday and much colder air wrapping in behind it. We will be with you all weekend long. If you guys have any questions, specifics on this storm, leave them right here in the comments, and we'll be back with further updates in the next couple of days. Thanks so much for watching, guys.